Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Happy new week. Happy new year. How we feeling? How we doing? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Welcome to another Q&A live session right here with Make Money in Africa. I want to start by saying thank you so much, guys, for the love on the past few videos that we've been posting. We've been doing a lot of real estate videos on the channel, some shopping videos on the channel. We've recorded some additional videos coming your way and all the stuff. So super excited and thank you so much for everyone who is watching, commenting, sharing our videos. We are here for it. Okay. Let me see. Wait a minute. Okay. Sorry, guys. I got distracted. Okay. So let's talk questions and all the things when it comes to, and I'll pull up some of the questions. Actually, let me pull up some of the videos and see. Ooh, that could be fun. Okay, hold on. I could do that. That would be super fun. Okay, let's see. Uh, let's see. How do I find my videos? I'll pull it up from the channel. Okay. Uh, hold on. Let's make sure I do this properly. Okay. All right, let me share my screen. And we can, I've never done this before. Okay, so one of the videos, so this video we posted it 5 days ago, and let's go through your questions and comments and talked about is somebody mentioned, so this home here is in Gambia, obviously in Gambia, and it's a 3 bedroom. Yes, it's a 3 bedroom, 3.5 bath, if I remember properly. It's located at the airport residency. The detail, yeah, 3 bedroom, 3 bath unit at airport residency, and we went and visited it. Let me see if I mute here. Yeah, we went and took a look at it, and I liked it. So what I liked about this house, guys, is the community. We actually have friends that live in this community. So we've gone and visited this community plenty of time, and it seems super quiet. Just like a good vibe, good time every time we've gone. There's not all the houses have been fully, so it's still very quiet. So this unit, like I said, is 3 bedroom. They have 4 bedroom. They have some houses that have a rooftop. Our friend's home, for example, they have a rooftop. So this unit did not have a rooftop. But yes, as you can see, that's the living room. And then there's a bedroom, I believe, downstairs. If I remember properly, yes, there's a bedroom downstairs. And yeah, I believe this is a bedroom downstairs. Good size. I was trying to show y'all like this is a good size. It's a semi-attached home. It's a semi-attached home. So one of the walls is shared by the neighbor. And then the other wall isn't. There's also room in this house because my friend in the backyard, they have done a pool. But in this house, there was not much of a backyard, but there's a front yard where you could do a pool as well if you wanted to. As somebody that used to have a pool in our home, I didn't know how expensive pools were. Let me know if you have a pool in your house. I didn't know how expensive they were to maintain, but I learned it real quick, real quick. That is super expensive. I'm trying to see if I can show you guys the view. And if you're just joining, as a matter of fact, let me join from my phone so I can see y'all comments while I share my screen here. And I'll have the opportunity to answer questions and all that good stuff that you might have. So yes, hold on one second. Let me pull it up here so I can greet y'all when you come on. Hold on, let's see. Okay, this is Make Money in Africa channel. And if you're just joining, welcome. Let me make sure to mute this. Okay, let's see. What do you guys see? Let's see. Okay. All right, perfect. So I can see what you guys see. Oh, this is cool. Y'all really see. Okay, I like that view. Okay. S- Okay. So with that being said, sorry y'all. Okay. Sorry, my people. Perfect. So with this house, what I liked also, I wanted to show you guys the view. Oh, here's the view. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys. So that's the community. That is a community when you first come in, which is really nice. And then the view from upstairs. This is what I wanted to show you guys because with the view from upstairs, you can see, and the house next to this one actually had a pool. We just didn't show it, so to the right. But if you have a better view of the front yard, you could actually put a pool, which is dope. Like you could have you a pool and all that good stuff. And what I loved is just for $90,000. And as you can see, they're still building. I think they said phase one is done or phase two, but they still have two more phases to do. But yes, so you see the front yard. It might not look big, guys, but you can have a nice size pool in there. Trust me when I tell you. But yes, cool neighborhood, 5 minutes away from the airport, about 15 minutes away from, 15, 20 minutes from Senegambia, which is our own version of downtown. But really cool. So let's look at the questions, some of the questions you guys had on the previous video. Modula Mind Black Man said that, wow, less than 90K for this house and location, not bad at all. I wouldn't mind the drive less than 30 minutes to get to the beach. Yes. So the beach from here, we said 30, but really without traffic in 10 minutes, you can be there. But there's usually traffic during the day, but without traffic, honestly, 10, 15 minutes, you could be at the closest beach, which is really nice. Somebody else said, Damilaro Yinka said, but what would you have tweaked about this house? Because living room is small. Hi, the still voice of God. Thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate you. What would I have tweaked about the house? Because the living room looks small. I think, is it the biggest living room in the world? No, but I didn't find it. I mean, depending on how many people, right? So let's pull up the living room she's referring to from this view. So, and again, if it's just you, if it's just me living here, I could make do what they do. Okay, this I could do what needs to be done. But however, if it's just one person, if it's a whole family with children, and I could see where it might feel tight. I could see that. But there's also an opportunity, what we're saying in the video. So watch the video too, where we're saying you could open up a wall and you could have more space. So this wall right here, there's space. They used it as a garage, but that garage didn't make sense. I don't know if my husband, when he was coming in, showed it. But okay, so you see right here, this space right here where this window is, you could break that wall and break the wall in here and make this living space, right? So from here to here could be living space. Because right now, this is your living room. I don't know if you guys see yeah, you see my cursor. This is your living room right now. You could add all this space. That's actually what our friends did. And so their living room really feels spacious. So I know that from what they said, and I believe this is Swami India. Swami India are the people that are leading this project. They will let you do some minor customization. They would. And I was saying some houses have this rooftop accessible. Okay. You could have, so and there's 4 bedroom, they have 2 bedrooms, they have different variations. Just FYI. If you're liking this, please give us thumbs up, all the things so more people can know that we are live. Okay, so that's this video. Let me stop sharing and take a look at questions you all might have, and then we can continue looking at other videos. This is actually fun. I love looking at the videos of y'all comments and addressing some of the questions in real time because I answer them in my mind, and y'all not here when I'm answering them in my mind and on the comment. But typically, you can only say so much. Okay, let's see. Then, oh, let's do the market video. We can go through the market video, y'all, and comments on that. Welcome. If you're just joining us, welcome. Thank you for watching. We are talking all things investing in Africa, relocating in Africa. So I've been going through some of my videos, looking at y'all comments, giving in more context, more behind the scenes stuff, and all that. The Still Voice of God said, I know you've talked about the security in this area, but do you mind sharing more insight about the security of that area? I would say that Gambia in general is pretty safe compared to, because if you know, depending depending on who you're talking to, but for somebody who is originally from Cameroon and then the US, I find that Gambia is relatively pretty safe. So overall, it's pretty safe. But this area, they do have 24/7 security with this building. And even with the diplomat that it's the same, by the way, in case y'all don't know, we showed the diplomat and we also now showed this property at airport residence, and they are from the same builder. And both of them are come with 24-hour security, but it's for the whole complex. I think that airport resident has about 100 and something unit right now, but again, they are getting ready to build the next phases. And with that being said, it's for you to think about it. Right, one guard for 100 and something, how safe is it? But you could hire your own guard. I mean, you could hire Fox Eye Security. How about that? You could, you could hire our security company. But yes, there is security. My friends, they've lived there for a year and a half now, and I've not heard of any issues in terms of security. So from that perspective, I would say that I think it's pretty safe. Welcome, welcome, guys. Please let me know, where are you joining me from? Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. Where are you joining us from? And I will share the video while y'all gather your questions and things. I will share the video from the market. Let's talk about this market thing that I did. And you want to share my listen. It was a whole situation. Okay. And feel free to ask as I share these videos. And all these videos are already live, FYI, on the channel. Okay, they're already live. So this is Tangi Market. It's about, I mean, how do I explain how far it is? Because if you've never been, so I don't know how to explain how far it is. But from Turntable, which is one of the landmark, if you like, I'm at Turntable or traffic light, people know us in Gambia. But from Turntable, it's about 30, 25, 30 minutes, depending on traffic. So Tangi Market is known for buying fish and seafood because it's one of the markets where it's right by the water. And so if you want fresh fish that just came from the ocean, then Tangi Market is one market where you can go. So the challenge for this was to spend 2,000 dalasi. And I made a mistake when I was doing my conversion. 2,000 dalasi, I don't think is exactly $20. So that's one of the things. But let me check. Let me tell you today's rate of 2,000 dalasi to put it in perspective for you guys. Today, it's $28 today, right? And so the challenge was, can you for 28.29, it's 28.99. So for $29, can you cook for a family of six the popular, I would say probably the popular or one of the most popular dishes in the Gambia, which is benachin. And so that's what this challenge was. I was walking you guys through. I had my chef with me. I don't typically go to the market. And thank you guys for all the hearts. Bella G. Curl, I appreciate you. Hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you for watching. Please drop your questions, any questions you have about past videos that I'm sharing, or questions that you have just in general. But I wanted to kind of give you guys the behind the scene of these videos. I'm in here, it's hot. Let me just say that. It is hot. I forgot my glasses, so I'm wearing my mom's glasses. It was a shoot day, so I got my makeup done. And y'all will notice, like, every time I do a live, my makeup is done because I'm like, if I'm going to spend money getting this face beat, oh, I'm going to record my videos. I'm going to go live. I'm going to do all the things. And so that day I got my makeup done. I'm melting. It is hot. And I'm here. I'm here for this video because we said we're gonna be on YouTube, and so here we are. But it's always a good time because you are by the water and you are doing your thing. So we went on this challenge. My chef, who you see here with me, because the idea was, A, first of all, I don't typically go to the market, so I wouldn't even know where to start. But B, she can negotiate better than I can. You know, because they will give me tubab price. Tubab means just like foreigners. I don't know if tubab means white or does it mean foreigner in general. If you're from Gambia, let me know. But we are here looking at fish. I mean, I'm talking about fresh fish, y'all. Like just came from the ocean. Ignore the flies. Ignore the flies. It is what it is. But like we are here, and she's explaining all the things. Needless to say, bottom line, we didn't hit our number. We didn't hit $2,000, $29. We spend more. So just FYI, when I say food is expensive, that's what I'm talking about. Now, in terms of comments from you guys, a lot of y'all gave some insight. You know, you said the best way, this is night 5713 said the best way to cut costs is to buy in bulk and keep it. Then you will only be going to the market to buy the stuff that can be kept for long. And he said that, but on the flip side, not even 5% of Gambian live on $200, I think he's saying, per day. That's fair. And the bulk idea I really like. And when I came from the US, that was my no-brainer. Like, sure, that's what you do because that's what you do in the US. But then I didn't foresee that power could go out for 2 days. You know, 8 hours one day, 8 hours another day. And so the bulk stuff that we bought, I ended up throwing out all my fish. So I learned from there, and you're not going to I'm not going to turn on the generator for 8 hours or 9 hours. I'm just not going to do that. So unfortunately, buying fresh fish and stuff in bulk is difficult, but things like onions and things that don't get bad and a big bag of rice, he's right. That ends up being much cheaper than if you're buying things in smaller quantity. You're able to get a better deal. So thank you for that suggestion. Yeah, somebody here said like, hey, it's way too expensive for a day. You know? And I'm like, listen, give me your tips so we can make it cheaper. Somebody said if you were there with her, then you still got to buy price. So that's about, listen, okay, that is absolutely valid. Okay. I probably, and then the camera, they probably were like, hold up. Plus they're filming. Plus they're filming. We're going to give y'all to buy price. Guys, if this is helpful, please give this thumbs up, hearts, all that. It does something to the algorithm and lets it know to let other people know. So thank you so much for being on here. Please give these hearts, thumbs up, all the things. Still Voice said, speaking about investing in Gambia or Africa as a whole, what are the biggest risks investors should be aware of? Ooh, it's the things that people complain about when it comes to Africa. Lack of I'm not going to say infrastructure. Let me give you an example. When we were starting the company, the security company, you couldn't just Google how to start a security company in Gambia and have your steps with links and this. And so that's one thing, not having clarity on just the paperwork and what's needed. So you could be thinking you're doing the right thing when you are not, right? And just the process to set things up is tedious, it's long, it's overwhelming. I mean, I can't even tell you. Thank you guys for the hundreds and the hearts. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. I can't even tell you, at some point I gave up on it I was like, I wasn't even checking for the security company stuff anymore. I was just like, I can't. And so my husband continued because I was like, this don't make no sense. You mean you're gonna go back to the office? Like how many times? It took a year. And nobody tells you it takes a year. So imagine if you're here for a month. Like I know a lot of people that would say, I'm going for a month to set things up and then I go back. You're out of luck. And nobody can really give you timelines. So you can go back to the same office 5, 6, 7 times. The second thing is who you know. It's very much, I mean, I said that one time and somebody said, but that's true everywhere. And that's true. But so much more in Africa is who you know. Because knowing the right people can make your process easier. As little things as like start opening up a bank account. If I'm talking about my country in Cameroon, if you don't know somebody, you could spend 2 months in Cameroon and you don't open a bank account. Period. And so it's connections, relationships go a long way. And sometimes a lot of investors and people abroad don't have the time to sit back and wait for the process. You go to the bank, they tell you power is out, or our network is down, oh, we didn't see your form. You have to do it again. Like, and you can't mail it. Let me give you an example for internet. We still, to pay the internet, you still have to go, even though there's a new software thing that is said, but up to like 9 months ago, you still have to go there and pay cash. They don't do Wave. You can't do, it's so, if you are used to a faster pace, it can feel very daunting. So there's the lack of clear processes, the fact that it's heavily relationship based, and lack of clear consequences. You hear a lot about like title dispute. You bought land and you thought you were doing things the right way, and then you find out that land had been sold 5 other times. And by the time you want to complain and you want to sue, it feels long. It feels like, what's the consequence? Like, so, people have a lot of horror stories about investing on the continent, rightfully so. So I get it. Why that is a challenge. However, that is also an opportunity because it's challenging and all the things. A lot of people don't do it. So if you have the patience, or better yet, you have the right people on the ground, which is why my husband and I started our company, to be that liaison. Small pitching of services, but to be that liaison so that because you can't be over there and over here at the same time, to make the process a little bit easier. Now, with any business, there are risks, there are advantages, disadvantages, but I always tell folks that, like, think about it. There are multi-millionaires right here on the continent in dollars running businesses. So yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's challenging. Yes, all the things, but there lies also the opportunity, right? To do incredible things, to do things that you wouldn't have been able to do maybe anywhere else, to have less stress and less pressure when you are running your business once you figure it out. That's the thing. If you don't die before. Woo! Okay, that was a good question. Dami Larion, I'm killing your name, said, what's the banking sector like in the Gambia? Tell me more, just meaning, do we have a lot of banks and things? And let me not sound silly, so I'm not sure how detailed you want the answer, but from where I sit, we do have a few major banks, like by major, on the continent, big player, like EcoBank is a big player on the African continent. So we have EcoBank, we have GT Bank, we have a few other banks here, but it's still very a cash society. We now have Wave, which, by the way, I thought was an African company. It's not. But anyway, we have Wave now. When we first moved, everything was cash. Everything was cash. Even if you had a card with a Visa logo on it, Nobody took it. Like very few. I'm talking about very few resorts who take your Visa card. Even if it was from a bank here, either there was issue with internet, network, the fees, this, that, the other. So most people prefer to not use their bank card. Um, they just prefer not to use it except to withdraw money. Now we have Wave, which has made things so much easier for us. So most places would take Wave, and your Wave can be tied to your bank account. Okay, so your Wave can be tied to your bank account, and it has made life so much easier. Because initially I had to do MoneyGram, I had to MoneyGram myself money, then go and take the money. It was a whole child. It was the best. But now we send Wave and Wave. It's in 2 minutes. You can transfer from your American bank or your Cash App, transfer transfer it to send Wave, withdraw the money from your account to send Wave. How do I even explain this, child? Withdraw the money from your account to SendWave. Okay, think of SendWave like a cash app. So you can move that money over to your SendWave, and then if you have a Wave account, you can then send the money from SendWave to your Wave account. And once you have money in your Wave account, 90% of the people now you have a Wave account. You can pay your taxi with Wave. You can pay your I mean, I don't know if at the market they will take Wave, but I mean, the shopkeepers, a lot of them take Wave, you name it. You can use Wave at most restaurants and all the stuff. So that has been very helpful. Great questions. Guys, if this is helpful, please give me some hearts, some things, some time. Let me see. What other video we should pull up in the meantime? Okay, that's already food. We talked about food. Oh, okay. Do we do the cost of living one? Let's see. Yeah, that video was one of our best performing videos. Y'all like that video. Okay, we got a question from Oyin Mola. She said, would you prefer people who need surgery? But you know what's funny? I'm laughing because when you said, would you prefer people who need surgery to get it in the Gambia or abroad? I thought you meant plastic surgery. So that's why I was laughing. Listen, if you got plastic surgery, I'm not judging you. Okay, there is no judgment here. So you're talking about surgery in general. Surgery in general. Do I think that they should do it in the Gambia or abroad, or do you think y'all have good doctors over there? Okay. I remember doing a live, and I was in Paris, my sister and her friends, and they were all doctors, but they all practice in Cameroon. So I remember this question came up, and we probably need to clip that their answer, but they were adamant, like they were passionate, as they should be. Okay, some of them had studied fully in Cameroon, some of them had studied partially in Cameroon, partially in France, right? And they were like, listen, and this is Cameroon, and then we'll talk about Gambia. And they were saying, and my dad is a doctor. I'm saying all this to say that it's difficult for me to answer this question for personal reasons. But my dad being a doctor, I have three siblings that are medical doctors, and most of them are practicing in Africa, specifically in Cameroon, and we have a lot of friends that are doctors here in Gambia. This is a challenging question for me to answer. So, as I'm gathering my political hat, but when we asked this question, they said to me that they felt like Cameroon has, depending on the hospital, has adequate support for most things. Like if you have high blood pressure, if you have malaria, diabetes, that they felt like Cameroon could handle it. You don't need to fly, like even to have a baby. They're like, you don't need. They felt like they could that we're good, is what they said. Now, are you going to hear stories of so many people that say, listen, I lost my uncle, I lost my father because he went to a hospital and there was negligence, but they didn't have what was needed? Child. So there's that truth, right? Now, I would say that in my opinion, I feel like the medical system in Gambia could be improved. And if I had to have surgery and I could choose where to have my surgery, I would go abroad. And I think that's the truth for most people. Like I would go abroad. I would go places where I'm not worried that electric power might go out. And this is not even a shade on doctors. I'm just talking about the system as a whole. There's a lot. So if you're watching this and you're a doctor, this is my plea to you. How do we fix our medical system? Even if you've left, you still have family living here. How do we fix our medical system the way that India did it? Listen, guys, people travel to India now for surgeries. And a lot of what they did right was a lot of their doctors come back, not to stay, but come back for a month or 2 months or 3 months. And for the 3 months, the surgeon will schedule all his surgeries. The dentist will schedule all of his surgeries and then train the people on the ground. That's what Africa needs. I don't know that you will meet anybody that tells you that they feel like the medical system on the continent, if I go about Gambia, Cameroon, for example, is better or the same as abroad. I couldn't say that. I couldn't. So I hope I answered that. I'll go abroad. If I had the choice, I'll choose to go abroad. Damila asked me, how long? Can you put a question on the video? Oh, you can't do that like in some. Okay, okay. She said, how long did it take me to feel settled in the Gambia? Ooh. So it's 2026. We are clocking 6 years soon. Mm. How long did it take me? I would say to feel settled, to feel home, to feel like, oh, this feels home, like home. I would say probably the first 24 hours. I had this sense when we're flying over Gambia to land in Gambia. And I've been to a lot of African countries. So it's not like it was my first time in Africa and I was No, I've been to a lot of African countries, but there was something about Gambia that I would say was love at first sight. That I just fell in love with the place. And it was just a feeling. You know that feeling where you just feel at home, even if even if you're like, okay, but I don't have my friends, I don't have my things, but you just feel settled in your spirit. I felt settled in my spirit right away. But to feel like, okay, like this is home might be not until I traveled out of Gambia. It's when I traveled out of Gambia that I was like, oh, because when you first get here, or if you've been here for a long time, so you will clock it. I know that I've been in Gambia and I need to travel when I start complaining a lot. When power goes out, I just go on a rant. Where the normal things just start pissing me off. I'm like, okay, I need to travel. But typically when I travel within 2 days, I'm like, y'all can keep your stress. I'm going back to Gambia. Y'all want me to cook? Wait, y'all want me? I'm supposed to carry all these bags? What kind of suffering is this? Right? Like, so it usually, real quick, after 48 hours abroad, take me home. Take me home. Take me home. So I would say that it took some months, and it was clear when I traveled that, I want to go home. Okay, so Gambia has become home for me. So I hope that answers the question. Um, the still voice of God said, honestly, do you miss the life you had in the US? Honestly, not. Honestly, I do not. I don't. I don't. I do not miss it. I feel bad. because you want to say that and you want to give context. It was, it was a nice life. It was a nice life, and I enjoyed that life while I had it. But no, no, ma'am. I do not miss it. I enjoy when I travel and visit. I enjoy picking up my Amazon package. I enjoy going to Starbucks and get my pink drink. I enjoy, walking in the neighborhood without wild dogs being around. I enjoy, there are many things I enjoy when I travel, not just the US. The West, I enjoy seeing my friends, going out for brunch, and I enjoy those things. But do I miss the life I had there? Like, would you trade that? If the question is, would you trade back? No, no, ma'am. Because what am I missing out on? Remove, and I feel like I get to see my friends even more, most of them, because when I do see them, it's quality. Right? We get to spend a lot of time, like, because they're like, listen, there's nothing like going back to visit. Oh, child, I'm on people taking me on brunch, people inviting me, like people. It's like it's a party. But when I used to live there, everybody's busy, and so I feel like I get to spend more quality time when I do go with my friends, my loved ones. So, what is there to miss? Great questions, guys. Oyindamola said, I heard Gambia folks are one of the nicest people. Gambians are the nicest people. Yeah. Because I was thinking about people in Bali. I was just in Bali. They're also nice. But Gambians are the nicest people I've ever met. And I did not know a single Gambian when I was in the US. I met my very first Gambian face to face when we moved, and virtually I met one who now has become a dear friend of ours online. My husband interviewed him. I had never met a Gambian, but when I tell you, the nicest people, the nicest, kindest, most useful, most helpful, to the point where you are like, is there a problem? Because Cameroonians, if you go to Cameroon, oh, it's wild. Do you hear me when I say it's wild? Like Cameroonians are loud. It's if you're in the capital, Douala, where I'm from, they will push you off the road. There's no time. It's busy. It's like New York. So to come to Gambia, where like the people are welcoming, checking up on you, like, are you okay? Come and eat with us. Come and eat with us. Like, did you have breakfast? If they're eating, you're invited to eat if they don't know you. There's a story of when we first moved. Oh my God, let me see if I can find that picture, y'all. Let me see. And if this is helpful, please like all the things, give hearts and all the things, because when you do that, our other friends are able to know that we are live and they show up. Thank you for the hearts. I see the heart. Let me show y'all this picture. This was like, how many days? This was the next day. Either the next, yeah, this was the next day. Let me show you guys when we moved, and then I'll tell you this story that made me feel very much at home. Know that Gambia was the right place. So this was when we moved. I don't know what. How I guess I had not done my hair, huh? Because I knew I was coming to Africa. I was going to do my hair here. Anyway, I was at the market. It wasn't. This is turntable, and it was not far from where we stayed. So we came in here to buy things for the house, right? Because we just moved, family of whatever, five, six, and so we needed to buy things. And so we stopped by this lady spot, right? This is her spot. And we start picking things up. I think we maybe had like $20 but USD. So we are like, oh, things are cheap in Africa. Give me the tomato, give me the banana, give me the onions. We're just like picking things. And then when we asked for the price, I think our bill was like $80, right? Translate that into Dalasi. And we're like, oh, never mind. We don't got the money. Let's put the things back. We'll be back. And the lady is like, oh, don't you worry about it. She said, don't worry about it. Just go change the money, and when you can, come back and pay. Excuse me? This woman does not know us. We have a accent, so clearly we are not from Gambia. We could just go. And she will have no way. She didn't ask for an ID, didn't ask for no proof of income, didn't ask for no leave one of your children behind, nothing. She knew us from nowhere. And was like, oh yeah, yeah, whenever you can come back and just pay. My husband and I were like, that doesn't happen in Cameroon. And that does not happen in America. Heck, I don't know where in the world. Let me know for y'all watching. Does this happen where you live? Because I have never seen anything like that in my life. In my life. I was like, oh, these people are different. I was like, babe, these people are different. But you know when I said that doesn't happen in Nigeria, listen, shit. So that's when I knew, like, this is a people first. This is a trust-based country. There's still heart here. There's still soul here. There's still like, oh man, this family, they need these things. I don't know them. Yeah, they could rob me and go. But you know what? I choose to trust. I choose to believe. Who does that? So we went to eat. We were so like, oh, let's not forget to get her money, this and that. And so on our way back home, we gave her the money. She was like, "Ah, y'all didn't have to hurry. It could have been tomorrow." Because I was stressed about this woman's money. And there are so many examples. There are so many examples of, I can't even tell you the number of times that has happened, or people will come and do work in your house and don't negotiate. I had a situation where somebody came and put barbed wire in my house, and gave me a bill, like gave me, a quote. And then at the end of the work, he's like, oh, okay, now my main d'oeuvre, so my own fee is X amount. I'm like, is it not in the quote that you gave me? He said, no, it's not in the quote. He just put the material and he knew that I would pay him. But guys, that's 99% of the time. You bring a painter, they'll just start doing the work. And then at the end, y'all talk money. I'm the one who usually is like, I don't want to be set up. How much? Right? I'm the one that does that. Most of the time, it's like, auntie, anything you have. Wait, what? So that's something. That's something about Gambia that's just amazing. I tell people Gambia is the Dubai. I should probably title. I've told my team we should title that Gambia is the Dubai of Africa. Like that's the Dubai of tomorrow. Like Gambia has all the things. I love Gambia. I love me Gambia. Like they should give me citizenship. Shit. They should make me minister of tourism. Yeah, I see a lot of you guys saying, and when I said that it can never happen where she is, no. Most places, no. Absolutely not. Most places, absolutely not. All right, I'm going to share the video on the cost of living. We can talk about that. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. The video finished. Okay, hold on. So this video, I had no idea it will do so well. This is one of the videos that helped us get monetized. Ooh, I look cute. I like this hair, y'all. This was cute. Huh. Why do this again? Anyway, okay. So this is one of the videos that surprised us because how many 8,000 of y'all really watched it and liked it. It had a ton of comments, 166. Y'all had a lot to say. So let's look at some of the comments. There was a lot of conversation around electricity and how much you pay on electricity. We still pay high. We've moved since then because I thought, oh, maybe it's the house we live in. And a lot of you guys were saying, maybe it's where you live. Maybe it's where you live. It shouldn't be that expensive. Child, we've moved. It's still high. And we're not using any AC because right now it's not hot. But it's still high. A week at this point, we're still at about like $4,000, $5,000. So what is that about? Anyway, so that was one of the things that you guys were in the comment about. Somebody said it's very expensive, but in Africa you can live on $100 up to $4,000. That was nurses, and all goes back to your lifestyle. I agree with her 1,000%. It depends on what you like. There are people in the U.S. that are living on their social security check, and sometimes it's $800. And then you have people living on $1 million a year. What lifestyle do you want? Is the question. Oh, somebody say your skin is glowing. Okay, child. I wonder, is it the same makeup artist here that's doing my makeup now? Because I changed makeup artist. So it might not be the same, but thank you. I appreciate y'all. Somebody said here, I spend $40 a month for electricity in Rwanda. Also, the size of your home matter, and is it just you? Because if it's just you, I'm sure if I lived, just me, this would not be my cost of living. There's also that. Somebody said here, this is Angela. Angela said, I'm in Texas and my electricity bill has ranged between $400 to $600 a month. Yeah, it's true. And it's winter now, it's been snowing. So I'm not looking forward to hearing how much you guys are paying. We'll pay for January when it comes to electricity. Uh-oh. Why is it buffering? Okay. Solo Manji said, welcome to Gambia, our peace-loving country. Development and living standard improve, and the government does more. Amen and amen to that. Okay. Amen to that. I agree with you. Jess View, hi, welcome to the live. Said, any recommendation for internet provider for remote worker coming to the Gambia? I have a video coming on that. Great minds, where I do a speed test and everything too. Child, there's no problem. If somebody tells you they have like the perfect internet provider, they're lying. It's like somebody saying, "Oh, my husband is perfect." Child. So that's the same thing, because people will be like, "Oh, try this," and then you ask the people that have it, they're complaining too. My answer to that is, if you're a remote worker, and that means you need your internet to work, I would suggest that you have more than one internet provider. That's what we've had to do. More than one. Just today, actually, yesterday and today, the internet has been so bad that I'm surprised this live is actually going on. That today I had to buy data for my phone and hotspot. So I spent 1,800 dalasi, which is maybe $20 today, to just have an additional. We already have two, to have a third internet provider. So that would be the solution. I would not advise on one at all, because they all have their moments. All sometimes, oh, we are off grid. They all have wahala. So having multiple, and you just bank that not all of them will do you wrong all at the same time. Yeah, yeah. Where are you coming from? Let me know, just for you, where are you coming from? But yes, my husband for a while was doing remote work, and was work. Yeah, and so the wife, oh, the drama of my internet went off. I was in the middle of a meeting. I was just like, child. Right. But even for me, I was saying I was on the sales call today and yesterday. The woman couldn't even hear me. She's like, you're coming in and out. I'm like, how am I going to ask this woman for money and I'm coming in and out? At this point, we just laugh it off, but it's not funny. It's not funny when your job is on the line. As a business owner, I can afford to just be like, all right, whatever. What are they going to do? Fire me? But if that's your job, no, it's not funny. And so sorting that out is really important. Okay, just said, I have to be able to work while there. Yes. Get a few. And it's usually, most of them are about $50 a month for unlimited. Yeah, so get at least, you don't have to get all. I think there's maybe 4 or 5, but get like at least 2. And then you can always hotspot from your phone too if all things, fail. Oh wow, yeah, you have to leave, huh? Does your job does it does your job know that you're working remotely, or they don't know? Just let us know. Because it makes a difference. If it's like an undercover thing, then it's even a little bit more stressful. But if they know, then it's a different conversation altogether. So, and then I would say also, I was gonna say, the problem is not just the internet; it's the electricity. So I'm not sure where you're staying, but make sure that they have backup power. Oh, you're a telehealth therapist. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right. So it's not as okay. Oh, no, no, no. Then you should be fine. You should be fine. You should be fine. You have two or three, and make sure you have backup electricity because sometimes that is the problem, and that your internet is plugged because that's the issue. Why am I so extra? Okay, here's the issue. Here's the issue, right? Just here's the issue. The issue is when power goes out, which today it went out maybe 4 or 5 times, okay? But not for long, for like 20, 15 minutes. But if you're in the session, you can afford that. Is you gotta have backup electricity, whether a generator or something. But the problem with the generator is if it's the type of generator like what we have, where somebody has to flip a switch, then imagine you're on a call, you're talking to your client, I'm so sorry to hear this, that, the other, and boom, they lose you. That 2 to 3 minutes for you to send shouts, that's what I usually do. Guys, right? Like all that, and then they turn it on. Your thing is either buffering or it has kicked you out before you log back in. And this is if this is an American client or the UK, they don't even understand that your internet or thing could be off, right? So that's the challenge, even with the backup. Now, if you have an inverter, or I've heard people have generator where it automatically switch so you never lose power, you are okay. Or what you can do, but here's what you can do. You can come with or buy here in the Gambia, I just don't remember the name of the store, a portable battery. And it's basically, you know what it is. It's a battery and it's downstairs. Otherwise, I would have shown you and I don't want to yell and call the kids. But you can buy it in the US. Could you bring it in the plane? I mean, we brought it in the, sometimes with these batteries, they don't like it anyway, but they sell some here. And basically have your internet connected to it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Should I go, y'all? Are y'all okay if I go and pick up what I'm talking about so she can see it? Is that okay, you guys? Would y'all stick around if I do that? Just would that be helpful? Y'all let me know. I'll wait for you guys to tell me. Then I can just show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Let me know if that's okay. That's okay. All right. I'll be right back. I'm coming. Don't move. All right. We back. Whoo, child. Whew. Y'all had me running. Okay. Welcome back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Y'all give me some thumbs up, some heart. I had to jump up and down these stairs. have mercy. Child. Okay, all right. So I'm going to show you two options. One is we bought it in the US. It's on its last leg. Oh Lord have mercy. Okay, it's on its last leg, but and I don't know if you can get on a plane with it. It's like a battery. Yeah. So how this work? It will hold charge. Once it's fully charged, and right now it's fully charged, right? So what it will do is if I plug anything like my laptop, whatever, this battery can keep it charged for probably like 4 or 5 hours, depending on what it is. So if it's a fridge or a microwave, it will die faster. But for what you need, which is simply to be able to charge, to keep your internet cable, not cable, but your internet plugged into this, so that while people are turning on the generator, whatever, your internet doesn't go out. You don't need your laptop plugged to this because your laptop is not going to die. I mean, everybody in Africa knows to keep their stuff fully charged. So keep everything fully charged, your laptop, those type of things. But the most important thing is your internet. So you just plug it to something like this and just have it plugged. So like if you have sessions, I would just have this plug the whole time and then keep this charged while this is plugged. So to charge it is this little thing here. I mean, you're not going to get this bread, I don't think, but basically you can have this plug, your Wi-Fi plugged to this, and your battery plugged. It's not the best use case. They want you to just plug a thing. It's like not having your whatever. You get the point. So that even if light goes out, you will always just have your internet for a good 8 hours. And power hasn't gone out for 8 hours in a long time. It's not raining season. Okay, so that's the plus for you if you come in now. Now the local one, oh, child, is heavy as heck. Is this? It should at least be 20 pounds, if not more. It's super heavy. I bought it from a store here in Gambia. Take a picture. I don't remember. It's a store in Westfield. I don't remember the name of the store, but it basically works the same way. And it's super bulky. So it works the same way, and you can charge. You can plug your the internet plug. Oops, sorry, right here, and other things too, right? Like your phone or whatever, and you just turn it on. The only thing is these things, guys, we've had it for about 2 years. The first year it was great. Like it could keep things charged for like 4 or 5 hours. Now 30 minutes it dies. So that's the problem with most of the electronics on the continent, which is why I don't like buying electronics on the continent, is that they work great, but their shelf life is not long. But there are things like that or variations of things like that, but that's what you need for your internet, so that even when power goes out, because it will go out, your internet will still be plugged and you are fine. Child, they should, after all that jumping in, you have not said no lie. They should write me a check. What's the name of the power bank? What's the name of this? I don't even know that he has it. Oh, it says, okay, Paul C. Buff. Where did he buy this one? Let me see. Let me Google the black one. Paul C. Buff battery. Let's see if anything. Battery pack. Oh, okay, child. Hold on. Let's see if we found it. Oh, we found it. Okay, let me show you. Just make sure that airports, because if you can bring it from the US, bring it from the US, okay? Because they're about the same price. The one here was like almost $9,000, so it's not like it was cheap. So this is what I was showing you. This is what I was showing you. I don't know if it's available on Amazon. I know my husband bought it from like Facebook Marketplace. That was like before we moved. He also used to use it as a photographer when he was doing pictures and things like that. So this is it. So find a variation of it, but this is what we've used. Okay. All right. I hope that's helpful. I hope that is helpful. The one, oh, how do I stop sharing? Hold on. Oh, here. Yeah, one from Gambia does not really, what's the name? It says Rising. The one from Gambia says Rising. Okay. Yeah, Starlink is supposed to be coming to the Gambia soon. Some people, I'm not going to say who, already have it. Okay. All right. Let's keep it moving. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. All right. Very good. So yes, you should be set. Between that, make sure your laptop, is fully charged. That your phone also had. You have you have at least three. One with your phone, so you can work somewhere else. If you're somewhere else and you got to hop on a call, you got to whatever, whatever. You can work from wherever you are by the beach, because that's the whole point to be here. There's also an AI app that removes sounds because it can be loud in Africa. I don't know where you're staying. Where are you staying? Because if you're staying by yourself, all right. But if you're staying with people, we be loud. I was trying to record videos for my other YouTube channel today. I almost beat up everybody in the house. It's a joke. But I was like, y'all know I'm a serious YouTuber. Do y'all understand? They didn't care. Like everybody is loud. The chef is loud. I mean, everybody is loud. So there's an AI app called Crisp. Let me pull it up. Crisp that I've used. My team has used. They have a free version that is pretty good and will remove all, not all, but will take out the background noise. Because I know for privacy, I'm sure your clients don't want to feel like you're at some market while you're talking to them. So this tool right here, Crisp AI, and or just Google any sound removal, noise removal AI tool, and it will work with your Zoom and all that stuff. And it's really good because it removes some of the background noise. Okay, you should be all set. Uh, Somebody said, okay, a good question. When it comes to bringing electronics with you to Gambia, will adapters work or will we have issues with like blenders not working properly because of the voltage? Yeah, I could do a whole video. That's an team. That's another idea. The things that we we broke. Okay, so for little things, there's one that I really like from Amazon. I'll pull it up if I can find it. And I just like it because that's what we use, not necessarily because it's like the best thing I've ever seen in the world. Let me show you the one that I use. These people need to pay me. The more I think about this, yeah, this brand, this one is the one I like. Let me show you guys. When it comes to small things, your cell phone, your laptop, type of things, these work perfectly. This is the one that I usually buy. We have so many of them. They seem to disappear. There's always an argument about who took my adapter, who took my adapter. So we have this all over the place. They also sell them locally. They have this type here locally that you can buy. So that's no problem. I like to bring mine, but that's no issue. When we are talking about blenders, air fryer, what else is that? Irons, flat iron, air dryer. Don't do it. Those have blown up all the time. Oh my God, thank you so much, Jess. You send money. Oh, listen, Jess, any other time, what do you want me to go grab? What else should I show you? Let me know. I can go back up and down the stairs. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, all of those. If I tell you the number of blenders, Ninja blenders, good blenders that I have, that just got lost. Right now, we have air fryer stuff that we bought from the US. It's just sitting there because we're not even going to try it. So those type of heavy things, get it from Europe. Like you can get it from Europe, from the UK. I know a guy that I've used a few times that was shipped from the UK. So let me know if y'all want his details. But basically, the way it works is you send him a message on WhatsApp with a link to whatever, an Amazon link. Let me tell y'all too, and y'all don't mess up this man's business, okay? But let me tell y'all, when I tell you that Gambians are one of the nicest people I've ever met. So the way he runs his business is literally like on trust. So I send him a message saying, hey, I need headphones or I need this supplement on Amazon. He goes and buys it, okay, ships it to his warehouse or wherever he does it. Then they ship it here. It takes about a week or 10 days. And they ship it to their warehouse here in Gambia. And then they call me saying it's here, go pay. I pay here. So what if I disappeared? Anyway, so you can buy things like if it's not too heavy, because you have to, he charged I think €8 per kilo. So you don't want to use that for soup, but for vitamins and your little makeup stuff and your little flat iron that's not too heavy, that kind of stuff, you can get it from the UK because it will work. I believe the plugs in the UK. I definitely know if the plugs in France work here. I've never been to the UK. I'm assuming that the plugs, y'all confirm if I'm wrong. So there is that, or you can ship it through a barrel and that kind of stuff. Or you need a blender and a pressure cooker. Yeah, it's gonna be heavy. If you don't mind paying the, like I said, it's €8 per. It's €8 per. How do I send this to you? What's even the best way? What do we do? So his stuff is not on the internet. I mean, I'm sure he's not minding the free promo. Let me hold on. Tell him Sandra sent. Oh yeah, we can talk about my favorite topic on women upkeep and stuff. Should I do a video on that? I was like, is that something y'all want to see? I could do a video because I'm due for upkeep. Yes, please give me the email. Oyen, can you please grab his email and then we'll send him the contact info for the guy, please. So yes, please drop your email. Okay. Okay, let's talk favorite topic. One thing I love about being on the continent, honey, because if you are in the US, Jess, where are you coming from? Where are you? What country? But if you're coming from the US, it is ridiculous. I was just in Bali, and the girlies, what they spend on braids, somebody was like, I spent $800 to buy the hair. That's what she spent. $800 to buy the hair and then paid, I think, $700. Drove 2 hours away to meet this woman to do her hair. I was like, that's the price of a mortgage. You can almost buy land. That's the deposit for land in Gambia. What are we talking about? But that is, oh, so you, you're in, because she lived in Maryland, so that's even cheaper. Oh, New York. So you understand what I'm saying, right? It is absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't make no sense. So I've heard of people travel to Nigeria. I've heard of Nigerians say, instead of spending that, I'm just going to buy my ticket and go get my upkeep done back home. So Gambia, I love, you can I got my makeup done. So let's talk, okay? If you're the guys, welcome. Girls are about to talk. So let's talk. Let me give you the rundown. Where do we start? Let's start with the hair. Okay. So that's what I did when I was in the US. I did my hair. I did everything. Like, well, what are we doing? I learned how to do the fake nails with it. I was like, nah, it's not going to make sense. But okay, let's talk hair. Absolutely. There are so many places, so many people that can do your hair. I like Mirrored. It's the most expensive place, but it gives you the environment is nice, right? Like, let me pull up their website. Child, these folks need to pay me to sponsor Mirror Gambia. So the lady who has Mirrored is coming. She's coming from the US. She worked in the beauty industry. I'm thinking about doing an interview with them. But yeah, she's worked in the industry for a long time. Her husband is Gambian, and they came to Gambia. We're like, wait, there's no. Oh, it says that the website is under construction. Okay, but I can show you this. But and they were like, there's no real like luxury place for hair and things. So she built one. I know they have an Instagram page, but let me show you so you have the name. So this is typically where I would go for all things hair. They are not too far from. I'm not connected to Instagram on here, so I can't see. But this is their Instagram page. And they've been open for like about a year. So I usually would go there to do my hair. They are pricier. They are about at a minimum 2, if not 3 times more expensive than everybody else in Gambia. So if you go there, if you go there, know that you are paying the most you will pay in Gambia. So you don't have to. I go there for the vibes. You know what I mean? Like, I literally just come here because it's a vibe. People are not loud. They're not shouting in your ear and all that. Like, you're going and you get that kind of service where you're like, okay, I came here to relax because I already got my kids. So I don't need to be in a place where it's going to be spun out. So this is one place, but there's so many other places you can go to. The average price, so not mirror, like you can get your braids done for, I mean, I've done all type of style, but anywhere from $1,000 to maximum, even a mirrored, I think the maximum is 3,000, but you're looking at like 1,000, $1,500, which is $15. Child, it's only 15 because sometimes the way I'll be shouting, the way I'll be like 1,000. Okay, I didn't realize it's only $15. But for like $15, $20, because you're gonna tip the girlies and all that. And I always tell them I'm traveling. Because I need many people on my head. So I always tell them I have a flight at 5 p.m. Bring all the people. So typically, at a minimum, I got 3 people doing my hair, if not 4 or 5. Okay, so that's to get your braids done. And I stay in braids. I'm just because my edges are recovering, so we're slowing down. But that's the most expensive. Well, I don't do weaves. Like I don't do the lace front, so I don't know what people charge for that. But just like small, you're looking at no more than 2,000, unless it's mirror. But like no more than, if somebody is charging you $30, tell them that that's a lie. Okay, that doesn't include the hair. All right, that doesn't include the hair. You can bring your hair, or sometimes they have the hair. They bring your hair from New York, girl. Oh, one thing you gotta do: bring. And I don't know your style, I don't know your vibe. I will always have packs of free tress, but whatever hair you use, I am judging. But bring your hair with you, and they got you. Oh, you have locks. Okay, they also do retwist and all the things, so you're good to go. Okay, all right. So that's hair. Nails, I don't know because I've not done my nails in a long time. But again, it's around probably that same $15, maybe depending on the design and the style. $15, $20. Makeup is getting a little bit expensive. If you go to Mirror and they do good makeup, it's $1,000, is $15. If they're coming to your house, it's usually 1,500. Out about, you can find people that would do $500, but I'm telling you what I pay for my people. So it's $20. You get your face beat at home, which I prefer. So that's what you're looking at. Pedicure, around same price, 15. For $100, you can throw in a massage. Massage at home, I pay $1,500. See, that's $20, and they will come to my house for like a 90-minute situation. You can go to Coco Ocean, which is like one of our better spas. Beautiful. If you are here, go to Coco Ocean. Book a spa appointment anywhere from that 1,200, 1,500, 1,800 max. They got you. It smells good. It feels like money. It's a vacation. It's right by the water. Girl, what are we doing? what are we doing? So for that, same thing for facials, whatever you want in terms of beauty treatment, we probably got it. We got it. We got it. Yeah. Oh, you're about to not want to go back. How are you staying, Jess? You're about to not want to go back. By the way, guys, I'm putting together a retreat. FYI, November, I'm putting together a retreat called The Homecoming. It's for the girly who feels like she's not fully tapping into her full potential and something has to change. Like she's successful, she's doing the things, but she knows deep down that she's stuck in the dressing room and what's inside of her, the world has not seen. And she needs a moment to reset, to get the strategies and the tools for her to be able to level up, but not level up in the sense of I need to grind, I need to go get another degree, but like level up and do that thing and finally write that book and finally relocate if that's what's inside her heart, or finally start the business. Like that's what that retreat is all about. It's happening here in the Gambia in November. If you're interested, just drop retreat and your email and we'll put you on the waiting list. Oh, 3 months? Oh, girl, you're going. Oh, you're gonna have a time. You gotta check out that car. I mean, oh, you're gonna have a moment. Yes, yes, you're gonna have a good time. If you're coming during Ramadan, just know that it's not the typical. I mean, you hear long enough that Ramadan would have come and gone, but usually during Ramadan things are much slower. It's not the typical experience, right? Because obviously people are observing the religious fasting period and stuff. So just FYI. I hope I've answered your question about beauty treatment. It's just for the girlies, just for the girlies. That's it, women only. And by the way, guys, because a lot of you guys have met me through this channel and don't know nothing except that my family and I relocated, that I have three boys. My husband, well, in case y'all don't know, my husband also has a YouTube channel called Build Africa Now, and that we've been doing this YouTube thing for some months. But outside of that, I'm actually a business coach. I've been a business coach for 7 years. I've helped over 1,000 women. I only work with the girlies. Turn their passion into profitable businesses. So just FYI, that's what we do. That's what I do when I'm not here on YouTube chatting with the girlies and the boys. I run an online coaching business that brings me so much joy. Also, we've just launched a leadership school. So I'm going to do a video and post it on here about the leadership school for girls that we just launched 2 weeks ago. It's a 3-year program for girls on the continent that are from the age of 15 to 18, where we teach them leadership skills so that they can learn to bloom wherever they're planted. So if you have family on the continent, sisters, cousins, all the things, how they're learning leadership, how they're learning marketable skills, how they're learning how to run meetings, how they're learning how to compete in this AI age, right? And so if we think that the educational system is enough, then we are failing them already. So our school, the Outlast Leadership School, is there to be part of the solution. So those are the different hats, okay? When I'm not at the market arguing fish price for this channel, that's what I'm doing. So just giving you all some background information. So yes, the retreat will be a time to reset, but very much a time to be able to take things to the next level in your life, because that's what I'm about. That's what I get paid for, to help people go from I don't think I can, I'm nervous, I'm scared, to standing full center stage in their life. Because if we're not doing that, what are we doing? All right. Okay. What other questions can I answer for y'all? This is fun. What else? Oh, you've been to Senegal during the Ramadan. Okay. How was it for you? I also like Senegal. Did you like it? It's just that it's French speaking. Do you speak French, Jess? Oh, can someone with disability live in the Gambia comfortably? Oh, and it's not even just a Gambia thing. I think it's a lot across the continent that is not really set up. And I don't know what type of disability we're talking. Is it physical? Is it mental? But it's not really set up for it. Like just practical things, just literal practical things of like, you mean there's no elevator? You mean there's no ramp? You mean like it's just not set up? I have to be honest about it. Any, I know you're married, but any comments on foreigner dating there? I know. Child, I've not been on a date in 19 years. I couldn't even tell you. Let me not be a liar. I could not even tell you what the dating scene is like. All I know is people have multiple wives. That's the extent of what I know. But yeah, I have no clue. I couldn't even lie. Uh, what camera do I use? I use Logitech 4K Brio 4K. I think is the name. Thank you. Oh, like physical therapy. There might be one. There is a company called, ran by a friend of mine called InnoverX Global. Let me type it and put it in the chat. I would say check with them. I know they were working with a physical therapist before, that he said was really good. He studied in the US, worked for Walgreens, I believe. I've actually interviewed him. There should be an interview somewhere on my channel with him, and has an incredible company here, like a healthcare company, pharmacy slash. They also provide healthcare services. And if I remember properly, they had a physical therapist. I'm not sure if they still do or not, but I've put the link. They're really responsive. I think they're on WhatsApp as well. Ask them, because they'll, even if they don't have it, they might be able to um, guide you in the right direction. That's a good question. Are there areas you would never recommend, even if they are cheap? You don't know. See, that's the only thing there is. I should ask my son Ethan. He be outside. I'm sure there are, but again, I'll ask. Maybe for things like, one big thing is when it rains. Sometimes the roads are not accessible. So there are areas where, like, because of that, I wouldn't, or there are areas where, for electricity reasons, where they're cutting, like where I used to stay. Child, they was cutting the electricity like there's a problem. I'll call my friend. I know we have light. We don't have light. And I'm sure maybe for safety reasons, but I wouldn't know which. I couldn't tell you off the top. Like in Cameroon, I know, like off the top of my head. Oh, don't live here, there, and there, because you're gonna be robbed. But in Gambia, off the top of my head, I don't know a place that I would say don't stay here, there, and there. They're going to rob you. So it's more from accessibility kind of thing. Are there internet providers? More from that perspective. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Check InnoverX. Check them. Ask them. I trust their their feedback. Yeah. Uh, do you think any country at all on the continent could work like South Africa? Tell me more. How is South Africa? I've never been to South Africa. I hear things like, I hear that it's very developed. I've watched Rich Young African, and it's in South Africa, and I've watched some movies that are in South Africa, but that's the extent. I mean, I've also heard the bad, but I've never been, so I don't know. So tell me, what about South Africa do you refer to when you say, hey, do you think there are other countries that can be like that? Oh, listen, okay, sure. Listen, Jess, no judgment for me. My mom said she'll be wife number four, but not for citizenship. She said for the right, what we doing. So I'm not judging you. Oh, you're watching from Kenya. Hi from Kenya. Oh, okay. Do they have resources? Hold on, let me see. Do they have resources for people with disability in South Africa? That's dope if they do. Honestly. And again, when people talk about, Sandra, what business idea can I start? Sandra, what idea can I start? Like any and every. So for any time I'm like, oh, I don't know if we have it. Those are business ideas, guys, of people with real needs. And it's not. I remember in Cameroon, somebody opened up a school for children with disability. They were so booked. They were so booked that you couldn't even get your child in. Right? So, yeah. Just blink twice if you. No, it's true. I agree with you, Jess. It is every time I hear my friends, I'm just like, wow. Wait, what? Because I stopped watching the news. It was too much for my spirit. I was like, I'm not watching the news. Mm-mm, I'm not. I cannot. It's too much. So once in a while, my friends will be like, did you hear? I'm like, no, I did not hear. What? Absolutely. Guys, what? What other questions can I answer for you? Oh, reading message from my company. Okay. Kenya is the capital of Africa. Good and listen, I've heard that. I've heard that Kenya is doing its thing. What's your favorite thing about living there? Oh, I have so many favorite things. The peace of mind, not receiving mail. You don't realize just you don't realize how much stress you are under. I tell people, and just let me well when you come, but I real like it took me at least a month or two to detox from the US. Just the stress, like you stay in permanent. Let me maybe you're not, but I felt like I was in permanent constant stress of anything. You can get a ticket. They can say that they didn't file. That you misfile your taxes from 8 years ago. You can be pulled over. I mean, at all time, you can come in the mail and there's this. You can wake up and your electricity bill is not $800 this month. You can. I mean, bruh. The school can call you and say your child has been late for 3 times. Your son better not go to school looking like he's not eating because they might like, bruh. It's never ending. You can walk into your job, and for no reason, they can say it's your last day. So for me, my favorite thing is has been peace. Peace you can't peace you can't buy. Peace that surpasses all understanding. Peace of mind. Oh Jesus, like just peace. Honest, and I was already in business. Like when I was already I already owned my online coaching business in the US. So we're not talking. So technically, you would think I would have already peace and freedom because I'm running this online business. Because a lot of people think that their stress abroad is tied to their job. And so I work with a lot of women that think that all they need is a business and then they're gonna have freedom. And I'm like, I'm not gonna bust your bubble, but the truth is, you're gonna have some level, but that stress that we are talking about is embedded in the culture. It's not the same stress you feel when you're in Europe. I spend a lot of time in Paris during the summer because my family lives there, and the stress is different. In France, they can't just fire you just because. And if they do, you can go and get your whatever, your benefit, your how do they call this thing? Unemployment. You know, so it's not, you're sick, you can go to the hospital. The stress in the US, with all due respect, guys, it's another level though. It's not your mate. Ha. Listen, it's not your mate. It's not normal stress. It's not like, oh, you're doing this because you're grinding. Nah, 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 nah. It's another level. So one thing I think Africa offer is peace. Even if you're just coming with your $600 a month, that is your social security benefit, and you have peace. You have peace. So I hope that answers it. And then all the beach, you just be able to walk to the beach, girl. We used to live when we lived in Dallas. We had to drive hours to see the beach. People get on a plane to go see. You just 10 minutes. You're at the beach. I mean, like what? It's crazy. To do read French. I ask if I read French. I read French. I speak French. French is my native language. Not native, but my primary. I grew up in Douala, and French is the national language of. It's French and English, but I grew up in the French region. We've not built a house in Gambia. I have friends that have used Swami India, The people on my channel, the last houses from Swami India, airport residents, and the diplomat. So I have friends that have used them to build, and then they've also built on their own. They haven't complained too much about them. That's the extent, but I've not built in Gambia. And that's a hard one. Finding reliable people to build is tough. It's tough. And not being on the ground is tough. Again, that's why you need people on the ground, partners. So if that's something you want, reach out to my husband, Build Africa Now. He can support you in that. Jess, yeah, it's the peace. It's the peace. Honestly, when people are looking at Europe, I'm not even mad at them. Because when I'm in Paris, I mean, they have their own drama, but it's not the same. I'm not worried about the police. Like, what are we doing? It's a different, it's different. America is doing a lot right now, doing too much, in my opinion. Great questions. Okay, we got 10 more minutes, and then I gotta run. But what else can I answer? These are fun, y'all. If this is helpful, please make sure you give these hearts, thumbs up, likes, all of that. It's good, Jess, but it's nothing like New York, though. You know, you find Gambia quiet. Because if you're coming from New York, you find it quiet. But it's good. There are things, there are a few clubs, there are a few lounge, few restaurant, you know. And then if you want more, you can go to Dakar. You can go to Dakar because they have much more. Much more. My favorite restaurant to hang out at and even stay, it's just that it's expensive, in Dakar is the Radisson Bleu. And they're supposed to be building one Radisson here in Gambia. They've been saying it. We're waiting more to come. But how did you like it? I thought it was so nice. I stayed only one night. Stayed only one night, but I thought it was, oh, I had a time. Right? Girl, you and I can be friends. I had a time. I was like, this is where I need to be. What's up? Ah, okay, okay, okay. Miani asked a question in French, so let's test out my French. Said, parce que je voulais savoir dans quel magasin tu pars pour faire vos courses et tout ce qui est viande. Okay, so he or she is asking where I go to buy groceries and also meat. So I'll answer in French. Euh, pour les courses, je vais d'habitude, il y a beaucoup de supermarchés en Gambie, plein, 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 plein. Je vais généralement à Today Mini Market ou Right Choice. Okay? Mais il y en a partout. Toutes les 2 minutes, tu as un magasin. Vraiment, tu as l'embarras du choix quand il s'agit des supermarchés. Donc, choisis un et puis vas-y. Et les prix sont généralement la même chose. Sauf, il y a un supermarché qui s'appelle Maroon. Et Maroon est très bien. Il y a beaucoup de choses, mais c'est cher. C'est l'un des plus chers, si pas le plus cher supermarché en Gambie. Mais si tu as cherché ce que tu veux partout et tu ne trouves pas, Maroon aura. Et tout le monde sait où est Maroon. Si tu demandes où est Maroon, tout le monde va te montrer. OK. Pour la viande, j'achète la viande au marché. Généralement, on achète la viande au marché. Le kilo de viande maintenant, avant, c'était 300 dollars par kilo. Mais maintenant, apparemment, le kilo de la viande, on m'a dit, c'est 400 dollars le kilo. Et c'est généralement le même prix partout où tu vas. Donc, c'est une histoire de préférence. Mais la viande, généralement, je l'achète au supermarché. Pas au supermarché, au marché même. Et il y a plusieurs marchés. J'espère que ça répond à ta question. Merci. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So what I told him is the two supermarket that I go to, but there's so many supermarket in Gambia, so many. Every 2 minutes there's a supermarket. I go to Right Choice and Today Mini Market, but there's so many. And then for the meat, we buy it at the market. And I was telling him that now 1 kilo of meat is like $400. When I first moved, it was $300 per kilo. Now it's $400 per kilo. But it's typically around the same price for the kilo. It's like they have a meeting or a WhatsApp group and say, okay, today we are changing it to 400. And everybody it's 400. And I think a kilo of chicken is 150 dollars per kilo. All right. Good question. Oh, he made me work for my French. I know I translated. Oh, you said like what? I know, I know. That is so funny. What other questions? And these guys, these are great questions because it gives me ideas on videos, video topics that I should do. I started trying to vlog. I was like, oh, I'm gonna vlog my week. Hey guys. I did it one time, that was 3 days ago. The week is almost over. I've not picked up the camera. I'm like, what am I gonna share? But but I love a vlog. I watch vlogs. I love people that vlog. That's my favorite type of content to watch. But I'm like, this thing is harder than you know. To just pick up the camera, like I can't. I don't remember to do it. So there's that. If this has been helpful, y'all, please give me thumbs up, hearts, super chat. Is that what they say? I don't even know if that's how it works. Do you ask for super chat? How do you guys drop the super chat? I don't even know. But that's what I hear YouTubers say. So do those things. Do those things. Okay. Do those things. All the things. All of them. Do them. What's great about lives is that then my team can go back and create shorts from it, which is really good. So that's great. It's a way for us to have content, me answering questions here, what you guys want to know, gives us content ideas, gets to build this community. It's just great. And then I love chatting with you guys. So that's always good. Okay, any final questions, guys? What are your last burning final questions before I wrap up this party? And just so the Wi-Fi has been okay, I think. I hope I haven't been buffering. And everybody is on the Wi-Fi. My kids are watching. My son is watching Netflix. The other two are on their devices. My mom is on her device. So hopefully it's been holding up. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Jess. And we want to hear. I want to hear. Let me know when you get to town. Is there a way to send? I could have sent you our email. I can't even send you a separate message, huh? I can't even do that. What's our website? So then you can send me an email and tell me when you're in town. Let me put my website here. It will have a way for you to contact me. The next video is dropping. Is it Friday? I think we drop a new video every Friday. So make sure you turn on your notification. Turn on your notification, y'all. Okay. All right, my folks. Thank you so much for watching. This was a blast. Perfect way for me to end the day. Have a great day. Stay blessed out there and keep watching the videos. Share them, like all the things. Thank you so much. If you're watching this on replay, enjoy, comments, do all the things. And I'll see y'all. Oh, there's a question. Okay, wait. Rory said, do you have any African YouTube that you look up to or inspired by? A lot. So when we were moving, I was watching a lot of Wodemaya. There was, and I think they're still online. I was watching anybody from the Gambia. So I watched the Bags family. I believe his daughter, I can't remember her name, also had a YouTube channel. Who else did I watch? knows? Any topic, anybody that ever said they're relocated, I watched The Good, Bad, and Ugly. But now, not so much. I also now watch Philippe Simo, but he's a French YouTuber. He's a mentor, a family friend, and the person who really encouraged me to start this channel. He was like, y'all are playing. We met him when we were in the US and he was doing a conference and stuff. And so we met with him and we're talking about his success. He has like millions of followers. And he was saying to me, to us, he's like, y'all are not documenting your journey. He looked at me and my husband was like, y'all are not serious. You are unserious. So I was like, no, I want to be serious. What do you mean? And so that was a tangible person that I saw that had built his career. He's a coach and all that. I had been coaching for a long time, but I wasn't serious about YouTube. My clients were coming from ads and Instagram and Facebook. So YouTube wasn't, I mean, I was posting on YouTube, but was never creating content for YouTube. It wasn't a conscious thing. And when he said that, I was like, Paul, say less. And so that's somebody that I look up to, just not just from YouTube to create YouTube. I think I'm too old to be on YouTube just to be popular. I could care less. Actually, in real life, yo, I have no social media. I took out every social media. Who is Anthropic? Okay, sorry. I took out every social media platform from my phone about 2 months ago. If I didn't have a business, I probably wouldn't be on social media. So I'm too old now to be like trying to be popular and start a singing career. And so for me, social media has to make sense. It has to make sense from a long-term perspective, like, because it's a commitment. Creating these videos, that's what I did all day today, was creating videos for my other YouTube channel. And so it's such a commitment that I think that you have to know why you're doing it. And so I love that for him. He's been very intentional about growing his YouTube and has seen a return on his investment. And so for me, with this channel, I don't know that I necessarily even have a money goal for this channel. But my goal with this channel is to make sure that Africa is positioned in the right light and that I be part of the solution for the continent. Because we can go all year long complaining, oh, Africa this, Africa that, and that people, but there are many companies and millionaires and people that don't look like you and I that are making lots of money from Africa. So I'm like, I could sit here and complain all day, or I could tell the truth about the continent, right? I could tell the truth about the continent. There's so many lies about the continent that I've been told. And I'm like, listen, even if it's 5 people or my 1,000 subscribers, shout out to my people, okay? Let me start telling my version, my truth, what I see and know from my lens and my viewpoint, and be part of the solution, especially for my girls. Remember I said I have a school for girls. What's the future? What's the future of Africa? What's the 30-year plan? What's the African dream? What's the African dream? And I'm like, I want to be part of that conversation because I'm already part of the conversation, not just on YouTube. And so that was my main reason for starting this channel, was building community and taking the conversation everywhere we go. Since we moved, people, listen, we go to party and people are pointing at us, like pointing, my husband and I, like, oh, that's the family, it's them. I told you about them. So it's like we've become almost this reference point for our friends and people we know and don't know of, oh, this is a family that moved. They did that thing, they moved, right? And so, but I can't meet everybody. But the story needs to be told that there are people that have moved and are thriving and are happy. Not because, oh, you made $1 billion in Africa, but for so many other reasons. Being part of the change we want to see, having the peace of mind that I told you. But yes, it has its challenges, but America has challenges. So what? People still take the back road and die on their way to get there. And so having challenges in a place does not stop the place from needing to grow, does not stop the place from being desirable. Only Africa, where because you heard that somebody died in a hospital somewhere, now you don't want to go. People are dying in America every day, yet you're still going. Okay? You're still going. And so it is the irony of it all that I think that there's a requirement on Africa that we don't put anywhere else, especially as Africans. We expect perfection. We expect Almost is, oh, I bought land. Did you see a lawyer? No, I didn't. I just, my cousin told me about the land. Your cousin, that is a known thief. No offense, with all due respect. Your cousin that like is the hookup for the land you bought. Your cousin who has never built a house is the hookup that's building your house. You know, we when it comes to Africa, we have the strangest expectation. We tell the strangest stories. And so that's really the reason for me for this channel. My hope is somebody will watch the channel and be like, oh, okay, here's a comprehensive look, not just the bad, not just the best, but here is a comprehensive view of what Africa can look like for this family. Your experience might be different, right? Here's what I should be thinking about if I'm starting a business in Africa. So that's my goal for this channel, to be known for the go-to channel for people that are wanting to relocate, make money in Africa, invest in Africa, okay, and build in Africa. So I said all that to say his channel and the way that he runs his business really inspired me to create my own channel, and it's been doing well. Y'all have been, I think, enjoying the content, and I've been enjoying making the content. So here we are. All right, that was a long answer to a very simple question, Rory Curtis, that you asked. You asked for two, three names. Your girl went on a tangent and gave a whole talk. But here we have it. All right, guys. Listen, thank you so much for watching. I got to go. I appreciate y'all. Stay blessed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.